What's good? This your man's Hurricane giving you a top 15 countdown. Oh yeah, and I'm feeling a little nostalgia. You already know what it is. And since we live in the PS5 generation, it's only right to go back and relive some old memories. Number 15. At number 15, we have Twisted Metal 2. Twisted Metal 2, real talk, I thought it was just a regular crazy racing game. You crash into somebody and they blow up. But no. You get to shoot guns, missiles, and have a special ability for your vehicle that you choose. My favorite vehicle was this racer car that could turn to a tornado. I thought that was the greatest shit ever. But everybody loves Sweet Tooth, the ice cream truck with the clown face and the fiery hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the face of Twisted Metal. But great game, fun. 10 out of 10 on the fun scale. Real shit. Number 14. Number 14, we have X-Men versus Street Fighter. Tell me y'all remember that classic. This classic was the introduction to me loving the versus fighting games. And X-Men versus Street Fighter, come on now. Wolverine versus Ryu, Ken versus Akuma, Storm versus Chun-Li, you know what I'm saying? Magneto versus, Guile, you know what I'm saying? Seeing X-Men go against Street Fighter, it was like the first what ifs, if this was to happen, because like they created a storyline with a universe. I think Thanos was the boss, I'm not really sure. But great game. Let me know who the boss was at the end of that game, because I don't remember. Number 13, we have Castlevania Symphony of Night. Castlevania Symphony of Night was my first introduction to the Castlevania series. And you play with a guy named Alucard, the son of Dracula. And you know what? If you spell Alucard backwards, you get Dracula. Ain't that something? But the game is you scouring Dracula's castle, unlocking puzzles. You get the shapeshift in the bat, mist, the werewolf, to get through certain areas of the castle to face off against Dracula himself. But to understand the lore, play all the Castlevanias, you can even watch the anime. Great anime, real talk. Number 12. Number 12, we have Gran Turismo 2. Gran Turismo 2 was my introduction to playing racing car games. If it wasn't for this game right here, I wouldn't even play any other car game, real talk. This game made me fall in love with the 67 Chevrolet Corvette. Oh, beautiful. My second favorite car is the 67 Chevy Impala, but that's not on that game. That's on a show called Supernatural. Let me know if it's a 67 Chevy Impala or a 69 Impala. It's one of them, but it's beautiful. Number 11. Number 11, we have Bushido Blade 2. It is a sword samurai fighting game, and look, there is no health bar. This game is amazing. There's no health bar, so all you hear is ching 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 until you find an opening and stab them in the arm or the leg or the torso or the neck or the head. You know what I'm saying? If you get them real good, you can see the person limping. You see the person having one arm. You got to use your sword with one arm if you're injured. It's an awesome game. So if you're playing with some friends, you'll be like, all right, if I kill you 5 times or 10 times, you gotta pass the controller. Number 10. Number 10, we got SpiderMan 2 Enter Electro. Now let's just say this. When Spider-Man hit the PS1, it squashed all other Spider-Mans on any other platform before the PS1. Because you get to see you swinging from building to building. You get to see the sky. You get to go inside the buildings and fight enemies. They had a good storyline to it also. You know what I'm saying? Electro was the main bad guy. You get to turn a pure energy at the end of the game. It was awesome. You get to fight other bad guys from the series. You get to wear all the costumes from all of the comic books. It was great. You get to collect the comic books. Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro, PS1. Great game. Straight 10 on a fun factor. Number 9. Number 9 is an underrated gem. Alright, this game is due for a remake. This game is so unique and so out of this world. It's just crazy. This game is called Bloody War. Bloody War is about fighters going at it, and they can transform into animals and do cinematic cutscene specials that pull off humongous fucking combos. Let's drop my book. Humongous combos. I believe part 2 is my favorite one because it was the one that introduced me to the franchise. I think it goes up to 4, if I'm not mistaken. But Bloody Roar is due for a remake, for sure. Number 8 is King of Fighters Millennium Battle 99. Oh man, what can I say about this game? This game was awesome. You know what I'm saying? You know, like everybody have their favorite games, like the Street Fighter, Darkstalkers, or the Versus fighting series. But me, always and forever, King of Fighters Millennium Battle 99. He got just fighters with random names like Robert, Jean, you know, and because we all know our classic heroes, Terry Bogard, Andy Bogard, Mai Shirayumi, you know what I'm saying? We got Ralph and Clark from the Guilty Gear series. You know, we got Kyo and his 4 clones. We got Irie, we got K-Prime, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I hate about that game is the boss. Chrysalid is a beast. It's a freaking beast, no matter what level you play on. Challenge, man. It's a freaking challenge. Number 7, Soul Reaver. Now, what I gotta say about Soul Reaver is, this is the greatest game with the best dialogue. Real talk. Now, like, when I first played the game, it was so atmospheric. It draws you into the story. It draws you into the area, like you want to explore. I got lost so many times when I first played that game. But like when I played it later on, down the line, I needed a strategy guide, best believe that. And I started paying attention to the dialogue. I'm like, man, this dialogue is awesome. And the actors that plays the dialogue, real talk. Soul Reaver is about a vampire that got betrayed by his master, and he's on the path of revenge. But he's learning secrets along the way about who he is and who his master is and why the master made the choices that he made. It is crazy. It is real crazy. But the best dialogue in video game history. Real talk. Number 6, we got SmackDown 2. SmackDown 2 is one of the greatest wrestling games on PS1. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody would say that. And second would be WWF No Mercy, then WCW NWO Revenge. That is the top 3 wrestling games. SmackDown 2, No Mercy, WCW NWO Revenge, top 3. But SmackDown 2, shout out to THQ. I'm so mad that they got bankrupt, you know, and they had to hand everything over to 2K. 2K did their job from 2K, was it like 2K12 all the way to 2K14. Anything after 2K14 is just all glitchy madness. But 2K11, 2K12, 13, and 14 was pretty good. I gotta give it to 2K on that. But it's nothing like SmackDown 2 when it comes to the PS1. But the best SmackDown in the franchise is 2007. All day. All day. Everybody agreed. But SmackDown 2 was great when it comes to how they rendered the characters, how they rendered the backgrounds, how they had the music down packed. It was great. And the characters looked like their characters at the time. Number 5, we have Tekken 3. Tekken 3 is the greatest fighting game on PS1. Hands down. Hands down. The greatest fighting game on PS1. Jin, Law, Paul, Nina, Eddie, Tiger. You know, sure. Hey, Haji Mishima. You know, we got Lei Wu Law. I'm talking about, man, Brian Fury. This is when you first see Brian Fury for the first time. And my little brother was the first one to pull off like the 10 or the 12 hit combo. I'm like, youngest cat out of everybody in the clique just pulled off a 12 hit combo with Brian. I'm like, oh man, this guy's amazing. But yeah, you know, like my favorite character was Eddie, you know. He does capoeira. But real talk, Tekken 3 had a great soundtrack. You know, like everybody had a cinematic music to them. But like the backgrounds was awesome. The fighting styles was great. And plus, it was like the most played arcade game at the time. It was crazy. Number 4. Number 4, we have the Siphon Filter 2. Siphon Filter 2 is about a secret agent named Gabe Logan, and he's fighting bioterror. I'm talking about, this game is cold. You know, like this is an underrated Gen 2. You know, like where everybody loved Metal Gear and a whole bunch of other stealth games, but like this was a game that mixed stealth with action. Great game. And plus they had a versus mode where you can have third person battles. It was cold. Number 3, Metal Gear Solid. Just got done talking about Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid is tactical espionage at its finest. You're uncovering the plot of the U.S. government creating a walking tank to fight wars, bro. It's crazy. Uncovering crazy conspiracies. It gets far as to talking about nanobots and crazy AI technology. You know, I'm talking about, it was crazy. And it's the second game with the best dialogue to it. The second game with the best dialogue. Check out Metal Gear Solid. Number 2 is Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is the best survival horror game in the Resident Evil franchise, hands down. And when they did the remake, it scared me all over again. I felt the same fear that I felt when I played it on the PS1. Check out the PS1 version and the Resident Evil 2 remake. It is fucking great. You know, it's about a fucking cop on his first day dealing with a zombie outbreak, and a girl from college trying to look for her brother. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking crazy. Number 1. It's one of my favorite games of all time. It's Final Fantasy VIII. You know, this was the first game that got me started in playing RPGs, aka role-playing games. And it made me learn how to love to read, because it's a 4-disc game and it's non-stop reading. There is no voiceovers on nothing. Great musical score and great storyline to me. You know what I'm saying? But everybody say Final Fantasy VII have the best storyline. Oh yes, that storyline is fucking phenomenal. But I love Final Fantasy VIII because I share same similarities of the star character. And we got the same scar. But you get a lot of weapons, magic attacks. You get to summon gods and they can fight for you. Man, it was like, it opened up a whole new world of gaming. And because at the time, all I played was fighting games and Siphon Filter. But RPGs got me into, you know, opening up my mind to playing different games, because like the battle system, this was my first time seeing a battle system like this, you know, turn-based. So it was like, okay, it was something to get used to. But like once I got into the story and I mastered everything and learning the junction system, I was like, come on, I'm playing Final Fantasy forever. This is my franchise. This is gonna be my franchise forever. And so far, I played Final Fantasy 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 15. I need to play 14 and 7. Once I do that, then, you know, it's gonna be a wrap. I'm trying to get the whole collection back. But anyway, this is your man's Hurricane with the top 15 countdown of my favorite PS1 games. Holla.